Good morning. Welcome to Scaleback, Alabama, to our kickoff for 2014. We're glad you could join us, and we hope that this year will be the start of many healthy habits and an overall healthier you. We're glad you could participate and look forward to a lot of great things happening from this. I want to begin by thanking the Alabama Department of Public Health for hosting the news conference and for their continued partnership with hospitals in this. It's been great over the years. And another partner that we could not do this without is Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama. They generously underwrite the prizes and add a tremendous amount of just creativity and energy to the contest, so we are thankful to them. We also want to thank our grassroots coordinators for all the hard work you're going to be doing over these next weeks to get folks excited, to get them weighed in. We appreciate that. And all the schools that participate. Each year we're building on the schools that participate with us, and we appreciate all of you. So, as you know, Scaleback, Alabama is a free weight loss contest designed for adults. It's 10 weeks. And to participate, you have to get 3 friends and go to a weigh-in site and weigh in, do your registration, and then after that we'll send you weekly health tips. And there are a lot of other resources online at www.scalebackalabama.com. This year we've got a very special guest who's going to be leading the charge, but before I introduce Gina, somebody that's been with us for a while and has continued to show a tremendous amount of support for the program and commitment to what we're doing here is Dr. Don Williamson, our State Health Officer. So, Dr. Williamson.
Thank you, Rosemary. Good morning. Well, it's that time of year again. The holidays are over. We probably all ate more than we wished we had. But it's time to kick off Scaleback. We've made progress. We still obviously have a long way to go. About a third of us are obese. We need to lose 30 pounds or more. Another third of us are overweight. And I think we all at this point know the health challenges associated with obesity. Whether it's heart disease, elevated cholesterol, diabetes, or problems simply associated with mobility, with bone and joint problems. 10 pounds doesn't sound perhaps like a lot, but a 10-pound weight loss makes a real difference in things like blood sugar monitoring. It makes a real difference in risk of hypertension. So it is a small step, but an important first step toward better health. Now, obesity is not only a problem for an individual, it's a problem for society at large. It's estimated that obesity in the United States costs about $147 billion a year. And medical cost for a person for people who are obese is about 42% higher than medical care costs for individuals who are at their ideal weight. Most of us are not able on our own to affect the lifestyle changes in a vacuum that we would like. So it's important that as we address obesity, we address it in a broader context. That involves addressing it at workplaces. It involves not only addressing it at home, but in schools. And so one of the things that I think we've seen over the last many years with Scaleback has been work sites that have helped their employees lose weight, to create a more healthy environment. We've seen vending machines adopt more healthy food choices. But again, Scaleback is about more than simply losing weight. It's about lifestyle choices. It's about adopting a healthier lifestyle with more fruits, more vegetables, less high-calorie foods, increasing exercise. So again, our goal is for a healthy Alabama. It's not really about the weight, it's about health. So in the coming 10 weeks, I encourage all Alabamians to take this opportunity to reevaluate their own lifestyle choices, their own nutritional choices, and together let's move forward to reduce obesity in Alabama and try to become a much healthier state. Thank you, Rosemary.
When we began planning for this year's Scaleback, Alabama, we knew we needed to do something to add a little excitement, and we knew exactly who could do it. Gina McDonald is actually a Birmingham lawyer who was selected from a field of 300,000 applicants to be on The Biggest Loser. So we're real excited that she could be here with us. She did great during the contest. She lost a lot of weight. She reversed many health conditions that I'll let her talk to you a little bit about. and was the winner of the $100,000 take-home prize. So she did great on the contest. She's the current owner of Gina McDonald and Associates, which is a Birmingham law firm with offices in Pelham and Aniana that focus really on consumer and bankruptcy, business bankruptcy. She went to the University of Alabama at Birmingham, got her MBA there, and she got her law degree from the Birmingham School of Law. So even though she grew up in Mississippi, we can claim a lot of her life here in Alabama. She really has been an inspiration, and when we called her, she jumped at the chance to do this, saying that she had learned so much that she was really just so encouraged and wanted to give that encouragement to others. And I think you'll see from hearing Gina that she is passionate. She's truly somebody that has taken things to heart. It wasn't easy, but she's done it and shows that you can do it too. So anyway, Gina, I'm excited about having you, and I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Rosemary. Good morning. Thank you all for being here today. I am so proud to be part of Scaleback, Alabama 2014. Like she said, I'm Gina McDonald, but before I tell you a little bit about myself and my weight loss experience, I would like to first thank the Alabama Department of Public Health and the Alabama Hospital Association for their continued involvement in this program. It is just a group of people who had a dream 8 years ago to start a program, and in the last 7 years, Alabamians have lost over 1 million pounds. So I thank them for that initiative, and now going into our 8th year, I sure hope we have a lot more pounds to lose. I know we do in Alabama. I would also like to acknowledge Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alabama for their continued and long-term commitment to this program. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama recognizes the need to support causes like this and programs like this in our state because they understand that a healthier Alabama means lower health care costs for all of Alabamians. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about myself. I talk a lot, and I'll try to talk slow because I talk about myself rather fast sometimes. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a daughter, I'm an owner of a law firm, like Rosemary said. I live a really chaotic life, and during the last 5 years of that chaotic life, I packed on 100 pounds. I'm not going to pretend that 100 pounds wasn't the first 100 pounds I've packed on. I have fought obesity and weight-related issues my entire life, and I think of my weight issues over the past 35 years as a roller coaster. I've had steep inclines and rapid descents. If you name a diet, I've been on the diet. I've done everything from give myself injections of HCG to crazy diets where you eat, 300 calories a day. Those diets didn't work for me, obviously. I would lose rapid weight and I would gain it all back. So I understand obesity. Obesity robs you from the joy of living. It's robbed me from the joy of living for years. I decided to take that joy and put it back in my life. I want to take you back to January of 2012. That's just 2 years ago. It seems like a lifetime ago to me. I was living a miserable life, weighing around 240 pounds, wearing a size 22, and truth be told, I couldn't even zip the back of my suit dress up. I had to wear a jacket all the time. If it was 100 degrees outside in August, I had to keep a jacket on all day long, sweating profusely. I was barely able to get out of bed every day. I needed assistance going up and down the stairs of my own home. I could not bend down to tie my own shoes. I was suffering from type 2 diabetes that was rapidly getting out of control. I had sleep apnea, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, bone and joint disease. The list just goes on and on. I was just existing, going through the motions every day and I eventually found myself sleeping up until the mid-morning, dragging myself into the office after stopping by the fast food restaurant on the way in, taking a nap in the afternoon at my office, and then dragging myself back home, finding the biggest pair of pajamas I possibly could because most of my clothes didn't fit me, and snuggling down on my sofa in my front room and watching TV and eating. I didn't go out. I didn't socialize with my friends. I had no energy, and I also had no desire to be out in the public. I didn't want people to see me at that size, and I didn't have any clothes to wear either. That cushion that I sat on is very significant to me now because it's a crater where I sat. It's a crater of my 22 size 22 rear end, to be honest with you. And it's a sofa I still have, but I don't keep it in my front room anymore because I don't sit in my front room anymore. That sofa will never be sat on like it was before. I move now instead of sit at night. But, sometimes even in the midst of all this misery and chaos, we still need a trigger, something that triggers us to make a change in our life. And that enough already trigger happened for me on an airplane in May of 2012. I was taking my son for his senior trip to San Francisco, and as we were about to pull back from the gate, a family of 5 got on the airplane, 2 adults and 3 very small children. And the flight attendant came on and said, could some of you move so that the family can sit together? Well, my husband and I were sitting together with the middle seat empty, and of course we automatically, we'll be happy to switch. My husband moved forward, and it left me with 2 empty seats beside me, and I overheard the young, thin mother of 3 tell the flight attendant that she would rather sit someplace else because she didn't want to sit next to somebody so big. I couldn't believe she was talking about me. So that was my enough already moment. We went on the trip to San Francisco. I found myself not able to climb the hills of San Francisco, not able to bike with my family across the Golden Gate Bridge. I would come back to the room to sleep midday. My snoring was so loud, my family had to get earplugs because I had sleep apnea that had been untreated at the time. So it was a miserable trip for me. Ironically enough, we got back to Birmingham, and a few weeks later, my husband received an email from The Biggest Loser inviting me to an audition in Atlanta at Kennesaw State University. I went to that audition, and out of 1,000 people, I was lucky enough to be chosen to be a contestant on the show. And like Rosemary said, 300,000 people auditioned for the show, and so I feel like I won the life lottery. When I went on the show, my goal was to lose weight. That was it. I didn't think about winning money. I didn't even think about the health changes that would make for me. But I did win. I was on the ranch for 12 weeks. I won $100,000. But more importantly, I won my life back. I've now found joy in my life, and I live a life that is blessed fully every day. I reversed type 2 diabetes. I no longer have sleep apnea. I no longer have high blood pressure or any of the other diseases that were ravaging throughout my body. In addition to that, one of the best benefits is that I get opportunities like this. I now have a platform to stand on to share with you my experiences and to encourage you to do what you think is impossible, because weight loss is possible for all of us. We just have to believe that we can do it. Well, you see, after the show and after losing 113 pounds, I came home. And on the show, what many people don't realize is that we have the opportunity of being completely focused on our health and welfare. I exercised 6 to 8 hours a day for 12 weeks. I had food provided for me that I had to cook, but I didn't have to shop. I had no stress from work because I had no outside contact with anybody in my family. All I had to do was eat right, exercise, and sleep. Pretty easy. So how could I not be successful? I was set up for success. Unfortunately, we aren't all set up for success that way. We have real lives, we have families, we have issues that prevent us from dedicating time to ourselves every day. I wish everybody in Alabama would have had the opportunity of a lifetime like I did, but unfortunately, that has not happened for Alabamians. So now I'm back in the real world, and this is where I can really relate to most of you. I try to fit in exercise every day. I make healthy eating choices. I deal with the stress of living. It's not easy for any of us. We live in a fast-paced, commercialized, and stressful world. I have the same struggles. I've gained 20 pounds since the show ended. But I plan to continue to fight obesity in my life, and I'm dedicated to helping fight obesity in the lives of Alabamians. And I think we'll win this battle. So now you understand why I'm so happy and proud to be part of Scale Back Alabama. Currently, Alabama ranks number 5 among the states, the number 5th state in the nation for obesity. That's really sad news. I hope that we can change that over the next course of the years with Scale Back Alabama. Scale Back provides us with perfect kickstart to fight this life-threatening disease of obesity. Scale Back, if you join Scale Back, it's not about becoming a Biggest Loser. It's about making little changes every day. We're not asking you to do anything radical. We're asking for slow, steady, and consistent changes. Scale Back encourages you and requires you to have a team of 4 to lose 10 pounds in 10 weeks. That's 1 pound a week. So where do you start? How do you get started to be a part of Scale Back Alabama? The first thing you do is you go to scalebackalabama.com. And like Rosemary said, you pick your team of 4. And I encourage you, when you pick your team of 4, to be very aware of who you're picking. Don't pick negative people. Negative people lower your self-esteem, and they ruin your self-confidence. Pick people that are going to be positive and they're going to build you up. Second, once you have your team of 4, realize that that is your accountability mechanism. Use those people to talk to exercise with, to share your successes and your failures. Be honest with each other. Be accountable to each other. Your team is depending on you to lose 10 pounds in 10 weeks, and I believe everyone can do that. So in order to lose 10 pounds in 10 weeks, I kind of do math, and that's how I've learned to live my life with weight loss. 3,500 calories is a pound of fat. So how do you lose 10 pounds in 10 weeks? Well, every week you have to either burn 3,500 calories more or take in 3,500 calories less. So that's how I do it. It's simple math to me. Now, it may not be simple for the doctors and all the nutritionists and all the smart people of the world, but for me, it's simply about eating less and moving more. And that's what we're encouraging you to do. We're encouraging you to take a walk around the block with your dogs if you've never walked before. Use the stairs instead of the elevator. Park in the furthest part of the parking lot and walk into work. We're encouraging you at lunchtime to take a 30-minute walk around in the office building or in the office park where you work. With regards to your food and your diet, we're not asking you to do anything radical. Radical things really don't work. I'm living proof of that. You have to eat food, and you have to eat healthy food. My choice is to shop the outside aisles of the grocery store. If you'll walk into a grocery store, it's a giant L. Produce is on one side, all the good healthy things that we need to eat. Your lean proteins are on the back side, and on the other side usually are your low-fat dairies. Shop in those aisles. Stay out of the middle aisles. They are dangerous, and they will cause you harm. Swap out an apple for that candy bar, an apple and a piece of string cheese for that candy bar, an apple and a piece of 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. It's the same amount of calories. It's going to sustain your blood sugar. It's going to give you energy for the entire day, and you're not taking in all the sugar and the bad calories. Order a salad instead of French fries when you go through that drive-through. Use the salad dressing on the side. One important thing for me about weight loss is drinking water. Not only do I shop the outside aisles and exercise every day, I also consume half of my body weight in water. For example, if you are a 200-pound person, you should consume at least 100 ounces of water a day. I consume far more than that in a day. Water flushes our body out, it flushes the bad things out, and it helps us to achieve some of our weight loss goals. I believe that 90% of weight loss happens in your kitchen. So you have to be very careful what you put in your mouth. One thing I have learned firsthand is that you cannot exercise away a bad diet. I've let myself slip over the past few months and not had as good of diet as I should have, but I continue to exercise. You cannot exercise away a bad diet. So continue to eat properly and you'll see the weight fall off. I also encourage you to use the resources that are on the website put up by Alabama Department of Public Health. They put in healthy tips each week that you can use to help you on your weight loss challenge. Also, there will be a blog, and you can get more information about that at scalebackalabama.com. And I will be providing blogs weekly, and we're going to keep you encouraged. I also ask you to reach out to me and on social media, and we'll make that available to you as well. I answer all my own Facebook messages, all my own Twitter, and all my own Instagram. So ask me a question, and I'll do my very best to get back with you. You know, Biggest Loser was a life lottery for me. I won the life lottery when I was on Biggest Loser. It's changed my life dramatically. I want all Alabamians to feel as good as I feel every day. Obesity ruins your life. It takes away the joy. It takes away the fun of living. But we can lose weight, and we can do it together. there are some things that I keep in my mind every day, and I want to just close with sharing those things with you. I developed an acronym for 6 important things that keep me motivated every day. That acronym is BOSS ME. And my friends laugh because I am the boss. I'm the boss at the office. I'm the boss at home. I think I need to be the boss everywhere. And a lot of us want to be the boss. We can be the boss of our own bodies. That was the one thing I wasn't taking care of and bossing my entire life was my body. So BOSS ME stands for this. The B means believe. Believe that you can achieve success in weight loss. I didn't believe it, but I certainly do now. The O stands for organize. You have to be so very organized. Rosemary laughed at me because I'm carrying in this giant bag this morning because that's my organization. I know what I'm going to eat for the week. I know what snacks I'm going to have during the day. I have my clothes laid out to work out because if I don't, I'm not going to get up and find them that morning. I have my outfit that I'm going to wear to work laid out. I organize my week around my fitness and health-related goals. The S stands for sleep. Sleep is so important, and it's one of the most underrated and under-talked about things with obesity. We need 8 to 10 hours of sleep a night. Our bodies need that rest. It needs the time to recover. I slept a lot on the ranch. I was made fun of for sleeping on the ranch, but it worked for me. I lost 113 pounds. The other S in BOSS stands for starve no more. So many of us think that you have to starve to lose weight. You don't have to starve. You can have a healthy and exciting dinner without starving, and it has to be a variety of different fruits and vegetables and lean protein, but you have to eat to live. The M stands for monitor. One of the things that I do is I monitor everything that I do in a day. I wear a heart rate monitor so that I know how many calories I'm burning during a day. I count calories. I make sure that I am not consuming more calories than I'm burning on a daily basis. So I encourage you to find an app on your phone, find some pedometer so you can count how many miles you've walked during that lunch hour, but monitor what you're doing. And the E obviously stands for exercise. You have to exercise, you have to move. But like I said before, we are not asking you to run a marathon. We are asking you to get up off the sofa. When a commercial is on, do some jumping jacks. When you're watching a football game or a basketball game, when it goes to the announcer, do some push-ups. Walk up and down your stairs at home. Just move every day. The more you move, the better you'll feel. In closing, I'm going to leave you with one of my very favorite quotes. I am a person of quotes, and if anyone follows me on Facebook, they see quotes every day from me. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. So Alabama, I encourage you to join Scaleback Alabama and take that first step. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
What a terrific story, and thank you so much, Gina, for that and for the encouragement that you've given folks and for what you're going to do for the contest. We're really excited about it. I think it's going to be great. So just a reminder that for anybody wanting to participate, and we hope you all will, that is free, is for adults age 18 and older, and you have to weigh in during this next week, January the 18th through the 24th. You can go online at www.scalebackalabama.com and go to weigh-in sites, and there you can find the public weigh-in sites. And then I know many businesses are offering their own weigh-in, so we thank you for that. But again, good luck, and let's have a great Scaleback Alabama 2014. Thank you.